give an update from next week on how these learners will be engaged. Further, trainees in 77 county vocational training centers are currently engaged in industrial training and apprenticeship program in local Juakali cottage industries, whereby they are producing locally manufactured face masks. Number 5, County COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund Regulation. The Council of Governors has developed a model regulation on the County Emergency Fund 2020 to enable all county governments customize the same for approval by respective county assemblies. The fund will consist of all monies donated towards support of the coronavirus. Number 6, county reallocation of emergency funding. County governments have so far committed a total of 6.2 billion, out of which 15 county assemblies have approved a supplementary budget of 2.3 billion for expenditure on emergency response. The said amount will be geared toward the fight against the novel coronavirus. We urge the remaining 32 county assemblies to fast-track approval of the supplementary budget. Number 7, county support from partners. We thank the Kenya Pipeline Company for donation of 20,000 liters of hand sanitizers shared among the 47 county governments. We also now thank Crown Solutions Limited for donating 86, and they are here, oxygen concentrators, 172 thermometers, and 86 pulse oximeters worthy 20.9 million Kenya shillings. And those ones will be shared equally amongst all the counties. We wish to further appreciate the support of Think Well, who have seconded 2 technical staff to support Council of Governors COVID-19 Secretariat. As I emphasized in the statement last week, we will call upon all partners to support all the 47 county governments through the Council of Governors Secretariat so that to ensure that donations are distributed equally to all counties. Challenges. Whereas counties are making strides towards combating the pandemic, counties are experiencing the following challenges. County governments hosting refugees. Kenya has been a host of refugees from neighboring countries for more than 3 decades, who are currently residing mainly in northern Kenya, Rift Valley, Coastal, and Nairobi region. In the wake of the current problem, social distancing among the refugees have proved to be a complex issue due to the living condition. To mitigate this challenge and other shortcomings in the fight against the pandemic, we call upon the national government in collaboration with the UN, HRCR, to urgently assist the host counties with both technical and financial support. And last week, I met my colleagues from NOREP, and this was a major issue that they raised. Protocol on foreign neighboring countries. While there are county governments that border foreign countries, there is no protocol in place to deal with the cross-border movement of persons accessing the country through our porous borders to seek services during this time of COVID. Failure to accord the required services may lead to serious challenges that may cause diplomatic problems. It is therefore prudent for the Minister of Foreign Affairs to provide a protocol on how to deal with neighboring countries during this period. counties affected by floods and landslides. As county governments continue to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic, the long rains have continued to wreak havoc in various counties, including my own county. This has led to a loss of lives, destruction of properties, and displacement of approximately 6,000 people. We thank the national government through the Kenya Defense Forces and the Ministry of Devolution for their efforts in evacuation and tracing of victims in Elgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot counties. The Council of Governors has set up a fund to support the affected counties. Each county will contribute 200,000 to this fund. We call upon well-wishers to support this fund through the Council of Governors Secretariat. In conclusion, noting that the nationwide dusk to dawn curfew and the cessation of movement into and out of Nairobi, Kilifi, Kwale, and Mandera, and Mombasa counties have been extended for a further period of 21 days. We urge Kenyans to continue observing the preventive measures laid down. We also urge the police manning the roadblocks and the entry points to be more stringent and seal all the unmarked routes. This will be very helpful in capping the spread of the virus in the counties. We request Kenyans to observe the curfew, exercise social distance, wash hands frequently, wear a mask, and stay at home. We must also ensure adherence to these measures for us to succeed in the fight against the pandemic. Asanteni sana. Hayo ndio nilikuwa nayo siku ya leo. Na wiki ijayo tutakutana pia every Wednesday mpaka tumalize haya mambo, and we are hopeful that with the measures that we are undertaking in the counties and the national government, we will be over this problem. We are not yet over, but we will be over this problem maybe in 1 month's time. Hopeful. We are hopeful to be there so that we can go back and build the nation together. But what is critical today was that through our negotiation, the national government has decided to drop this issue of 30 billion because this was a major issue that was actually going to affect the financial operations at the county level, plus the support. And we are grateful that the national government has come up strongly to support the much affected counties of Mombasa, Kwale, Mandera, and Kilifi. They have special support because they are more affected. And I want also now to receive donations from Crown Health Care. I don't know if you have it here, so that we can formally
You'll be answering questions as they bring.
Receive it, yes?
Now, what was the rationale behind counties being targeted in this cutting of funds? Why always counties? When there's a problem with the national, money to counties should be cut. What was the rationale, and how have you been able to negotiate to bring it back?
That was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate in that counties are involved in the fight, like national government. But the argument was that revenue had dropped. There's no more revenue to county government, to national government, and it's through that revenue that they allocate, they make disbursement to the counties. But I can tell you, even at county level, we have also had revenue drop completely. The revenue that we use, own revenue that we used to collect, is no more. It's not there. So this would have affected us. There was this issue of water. We have water companies. None of those water companies are collecting any money. I'm forced to support because we need chlorine. We need clean water, especially at this time. we are forced to support the water companies. In my own county, I need to raise 20 million every month to make sure that the water company are moving and people are able to get clean water. So our argument was that while the national government has a drop, also the same effect is at the county level. So if we reduce county governments, then they will have more problems than the national government. Furthermore, national government can borrow. They are able to borrow. They are able to get support from all over the world, while counties are limited. We cannot borrow, them they can borrow. So on that argument, and also, it needed some technicalities, changing the DORA, then changing the CARA. That would have taken quite a bit of time. And the fact that we have only 2 months to end of the financial year, then it was not really necessary. And I can tell you counties will have collapsed, because for my case, when I looked at the reduction, it was going to be a full month disbursement that go to counties, which meant I would have got 11 disbursement instead of 12. And obviously, I wouldn't have managed to pay salaries. And then we had other commitments already. We had committed ourselves, you remember, at the beginning of the year, 3 months we never worked when we could not agree on the division of revenue.